Hey everybody, it's Coach Matt. Just wanted to, before we get to this video, just say a big thank you to everybody out there for your support during these times. I know right now everything is really up in the air. Everything is really unsure. You don't know if we're going to have a spring season. We don't know if there's going to be practice anymore. You guys don't know if you're going to even have school in the next couple of weeks. We have people from all over the world who watch these videos. And I'm just here to tell you, keep your head up. I know this is a difficult time. Believe me, I understand. I honestly do not know how my business is going to survive this. I don't think any small gym owner or coach understands or knows how their business will survive this. So I just wanted to say to all of you guys, thank you for all of your help. Thank you for your support of the website and of this channel. If you guys need any help, if you guys are still going out there, still trying to get some throws in, still trying to practice, there are a lot of online options that I offer through my website. So if you go to elitethrowscoaching.com, you can sign up to do paid video analysis, and we get to those in 24 hours. You can sign up to do your online coaching, which I've made a little bit of a change to, if you go check that out. And also there are downloadable ebooks, downloadable videos, lots of different ways that you guys can still get help and still get coaching throughout times like this. So again, thank you all so much for checking out these videos. Thank you all for your support, not just now, but over the past 10 years that I've been doing these videos and that we have been in business. Thank you to all of my former throwers who have reached out, and thank you to all of you who are doing the online coaching and are still getting out there and practicing. As of right now, our summer camps are still on as scheduled. I did have to cancel both West Virginia camps, and the New York City camp at the Armory that I was scheduled to work at the end of this month has also been canceled. So again, you guys, any help that you can give is greatly appreciated. I really do thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all of your support over the years, and I hope you enjoyed this video on why you have to slap the giant. The video today, I got an email the other day, obviously before the whole shutdown and quarantines and all that stuff happened, but this coach had reached out to me and basically just said, hey, one of his athletes at practice asked him, kind of like, Coach, why do we slap the giant? You know, if you go back and you watch videos or if you read books, when you talk about the power position, we always talk about this idea of slapping the giant. Letting your non-throwing arm go, keeping it really long, letting that non-throwing arm go, slapping the giant, and then elbowing the mugger. Like if there's somebody that has you in a chokehold, you're gonna elbow them in the stomach as hard as possible. So that kind of that idea of the upper body block. But why is it slapping the giant? Why can't we just kind of turn quickly and throw? That's what a lot of kids ask. I've been asked that plenty of times before. This coach, I believe, is a middle school coach, and his kids are wondering, well, this seems like kind of long and slow. Why not just kind of get here and just whip it around, just rip that arm around? First and foremost, I am not a physicist, okay? In high school, physics was my least favorite subject of all time. I did not like physics. So, terms that you might hear in other videos like angular momentum and rotational into linear and all this other stuff about, levers and, fulcrums and, acceleration mechanics and all this stuff. And I'm not going to use those terms. Flat out, I'm not going to use those terms. I don't know those terms. Give me a multiple choice test on those terms. Maybe I'll get half of them right by trying to narrow everything down. But fact of the matter is, I'm going to explain things to you like I always do, which is common sense wording. That way you guys can actually understand what I'm saying without falling asleep. So, why do we slap the giant? The first reason we slap the giant, what I always tell my athletes, is that it starts to set up your angle of release. So, if you are not slapping the giant, you're just opening the left arm flat. If you're opening the left arm flat, more than likely your release is going to be flat. If you open your arm up in the air, slap the giant, now you're kind of calling your shot. It looks like Babe Ruth kind of calling his shot, that famous video, that famous picture of him pointing over the left field wall. Then you're going to push in the same direction that your arm is pointing. So that's the first reason. Whenever anybody asks that, I always say, look, it's like you're calling your shot. You're telling the shot put, or you're telling the discus, that's where we want you to go. We want you going up there, so push up there. The other reason is because you're going to take this long, heavy lever, and you're going to go from long to short. As you go from long to short, think of a figure skater during the Olympics. Figure skater in the middle of the rink. They're spinning around really, really, really quick, and they get faster and faster and faster as they pull their arms closer and closer and closer. It's the same thing here. We're taking that long arm, we're opening that long arm. That long arm turns into a short pull and helps to accelerate the ball at the end. Okay, now again, accelerate, velocity. Maybe I'm not using the right terms, but that's the way it works. We're slapping that arm open, long to short, and that's going to speed up the end of your throw. The only other reason that I can think of is going to have to do with weight shifting. So if you're in a power position, you can keep your shoulders back while opening up the arm. Notice you can just independently use your shoulder to open the arm. You don't have to turn your whole body this way. You can open the arm. If you can open the arm and slap the giant, you can actually keep the ball back behind your power leg, back behind that power hip. So you can be here, I'll do that again, you can be here instead of like this with all of your weight shifted. So you get that idea. You can actually teach your athletes separately, which is the way that I teach. Basically, when you're in that power position, we're going to ground and then slap. Okay, so we're going to keep the shoulders back, we're going to keep the chest back, we're not going to ground and turn everything together. So for me, it's more of a verbal cue that I teach my athletes. Instead of grounding and just turning everything together, we're going to ground and slap. Slap and open that left arm. Ground, slap, ground, slap, ground, slap. Slap the giant. So it's a verbal cue. There is a more directional reason why we do it, to show where we're going to push the shot or release the discus. And of course, there's the physics of why we do it, which somebody a lot smarter than me, somebody who understands the physics and the terminology a lot more than me, can go ahead and explain that to you. But that's why we slap the giant. Hopefully this helps you all out. Again, thank you so much for checking out the videos. Hopefully you guys are able to still get outside and practice, even if it's not as a team. Hopefully you are able to borrow some discuses or some shot puts from your school, get outside and throw. Maybe not as a big team practice, but maybe one or two people can get outside, maybe with their mom or dad, take some video, and keep improving, because you never know, we might still have a season when this is all said and done.